Jake, good morning. How are you, man?
Good morning. I'm doing good.
Tell me about your spring, bro. It was a spring drill where you are coming in with a lot of versatility. You can play a lot of spots on this team. You've played the nickel, you played corner, you played safety. Was there a role that you wanted to get found at? Did you wanted to find your role during this spring? And if so, where is your role going into this offseason on this defense?
Being able to play all positions, like if we low in depth, I can always move because I'm learning the whole defense. Like not only what I'm doing, but what my peers are doing on the field as
Yeah.
well.
You got to take on a leadership role this year, huh? Maybe as an upperclassman. How do you like that role that you have now, more of a veteran, more experience on this group?
I like the role because I'm more of a speaker now on the field, and so I'm being held accountable.
What's the responsibility of the safety and communicating on this defense? I know Matt House puts a lot on the linebackers. What's the responsibility on the defensive backs?
Um, Getting the whole back end and know what call we in, tell them like communicating on what play we in.
Who had a good spring for y'all outside of you on the defense? It seems like the defense was a little bit further ahead than the offense this spring, especially from a talent standpoint. What did you take away from the overall defense in their effort this spring session?
Like, you see everybody straining to the ball. Like I say, the whole D. So we come in every day, and we know what time it is. Like once we get on the field, we're trying to kill offense.
What did you make of the offense?
Sir,
What did you make of the offense? What did you make of the quarterbacks?
that competition gonna be hard right there because they come in every day and they trying to, compete.
What have you made of Brian Kelly?
I like Coach Kelly. He be holding us more of a higher standard around here.
What was the SWAT team that I heard about? A lot of guys have come through here and have told me about the SWAT team of the accountability stuff, the leadership that he's trying to develop. You're one of the veterans on this team. What is that? How have you taken that? What has that been like?
With the SWAT team, you gotta always make sure that your teammates always like, say if they check in at lunch, they going to tutor, going to class. So you gotta make sure they on top of their work.
Were you a leader? Were you one of the leaders on those teams?
Yes, I was one of the leaders.
How'd your squad do?
We did good. We ain't never get in the gold shirt though.
You did?
I ain't never get the gold
You
shirt.
didn't finish 10th though, right?
Nah, I never intend.
Because Jack Besh came through here and we asked him one time, what's the motivation? He said, just not to finish last.
It is.
What about the defensive backs coach, Coach Cooks and Coach Steeples and some of the new faces that are back there helping you guys out? You've been through a pretty cool transition, or not cool, but a transition at LSU that you've seen a lot of good coaches go and you've seen a lot of good coaches come in. What do you make about the coaches that you're under now with Coach Cook and Coach Steeples and the defensive backs coach?
I mean, different coaches bring different things to the table, and I like it because it's a different transition. I'm learning new things as new coaches come in and out.
Is there a big style difference in coaching? I mean, is there you learn new technique? You learn what's new with new coaches?
I mean, with new coaches is, let me see. Like with Coach Cook, I want to say he more getting our feet right. We learn different things, like more safety coming down the press. We learn different schemes of the defense.
Yeah. Where do you think Stingley's going to go?
Top 10.
Do you? How good is he?
Sting got like one of the best, amazing ball skills I ever seen. And he clearly showed that our freshman year.
Your freshman year, people don't realize how much you played on that 2019 team. What did you learn playing on that group with all that talent? I mean, I still remember you. Was it Ruggs that you chased down from behind at Alabama on that crossing route and tackled him in the open field? I mean, you were making plays on that 19 team. What do you take away from that season?
2019 was the best year. I love that team. Like you can see us always hanging together. Like we care for one another.
When did you know y'all were going to be great?
I knew that summer.
Really? Would you have a Burrow story?
Nah, Burrow they never like really conversate with me.
Join the team. Hey man, I don't know who the freshman DB is. So what is the what's the off season like for you? What's the motivation? This is your money year.
Yes,
Right?
This is my last year of college. I'm coming from everything because I'm underestimated.
Yeah.
I don't get no recognition, but I like it though.
Yeah.
I like being underrated.
I feel that. I feel that you feel a little disrespected because you should be talked about as one of the DBs going into next season. As definitely somebody to watch. That defensive line that you got, even the front seven, I'd imagine takes a lot of pressure off of that back end. It looks like the front seven is really good this season. What do you make of the guys up front? And some of those linebackers, guys like Greg Penn, seem like they've had a really good spring and are going to bust out.
Yeah, most definitely. They start off with the front seven. Like if they playing good, it's going to make us look good on the back end.
Yeah.
Because the ball got to come out faster.
Absolutely. So what's the offseason emphasis for you? What are you looking to improve on?
I want to improve my tackling.
Sure.
I also want to.
You already laid the wood, Coach. Saw you in the spring game. You was even your own team.
I also want to be able to move faster.
Yeah.
Quick transition.
Do you work out with a trainer? Do you go home for the summer? Or do you stay in Baton Rouge?
No, I'm going back home to train.
And Georgia's home, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What is the what is the feedback of where they like you at the next level? I know that the versatility is something that jumps off to you, but do you feel comfortable playing a certain position? More comfortable?
I mean, I can play any position. Like, I'm just ready to line up and play.
I appreciate you stopping by this morning, man. It was great to see you, man. Jay Ward, safety for the Tigers going into his final season. Last year had a really good year, man. 40 tackles. We remember the pick six versus Ole Miss. All over the field, and really his versatility is something that you can really bank on as he's going to fill in a lot of spots on this back end for Coach Matt House. How's Matt House? How's he been?
He's been good. He recruited me in high school.
Really?
I was committed to him at Kentucky.
Really? Tyrann Mathieu had a lot of good things to say about him playing for Kansas City for the last couple of years. I know Mathieu came through and talked to you guys. What was that like in listening to him talk, and do you learn anything from those conversations that he has with the team, and what's y'all's relationship like?
Man, Tyrann Mathieu, I've been watching him since I was a kid. So when he came, it was like a dream come true. Like, dang, like he really here.
Yeah, right. What did you think about the message he had for the team?
I mean, the message is how you fired up. Not only is he happy with his confidence on the field, but off the field is even better.
Yeah, for sure. Jay Ward. Going into his final season with LSU. We'll be back with more of the Jordy Culotta Show, driven and powered here by Go Chevrolet.